Hi guys, I'm here to talk to you today about our competition for the designs of the art room classroom doors. So you've probably seen one of these flyers around the school. And so you know that we're getting printed vinyl wraps for both the entrances to the art rooms, and we want to use this as an opportunity to showcase your work. So the requirements are that the work has to be done in a vector-based digital application. So my best my best advice to you is to use Adobe Draw. It is a free vector-based software that you can download onto your Chromebooks. You can even download it for free onto your phones. You can use other digital applications, but you have to be careful because we need something that is vector-based artwork instead of raster-based artwork. So if you're not sure that the application you want to use is vector-based, talk to me before you put a lot of work into your design and we're get to the point where we can't use it because it's not in the right sort of program. So your artwork should be designed to fit the template of one of the doors. Thematically, the artwork should focus on the themes of art, design, and art history. Now, we want you to interpret this creatively for sure. The design should be black, white, gray, and gold in color. So those are the colors we're looking for. I would say don't overdo the white. We don't want to put a bunch of white on the doors, but you can use white as a color within this scheme of your design. The projects are due Wednesday, April the 14th at 2:15. So let's take a look at a few of the templates. You guys can design a template for each of the doors if you would like to. So that means you can enter two entries if you'd like. This is what Miss Jones's door looks like. I will say this spot here is a window and this spot here is a handle. So when you're designing your illustration for the door, keep in mind the door is going to open here. So this split is the two side-by-side doors. And that you're going to have a handle and a window here, so I wouldn't put anything super important in your design in either of these spots. All right, so let's take a look at the other one. This one is my door, Miss Claiborne's door, and you'll see the two doors side by side. You'll also see a spot for handles and a spot for windows. Now, in between my doors, there is a metal bar as well. So you would want to avoid the metal bar for any important parts of your design. You'd want to avoid the handles and the windows as you're designing. All right. Let's see. Once you choose the door that you'd like to work on, and again, you can do both doors if you'd like. You're going to want to print those templates. If you're in the school, you can also stop by the art rooms. We'll have printed copies for you. And my advice to you is to start by sketching out your design as you'd like it to be in pencil on the template. So this is my design for my door here in pencil. This is a great thing to have when you're using a tool like Adobe Draw, because Adobe Draw allows you to insert a background layer so that you can sketch right on top of your pencil design. If you are going to do this, so you're sketching your idea on top of the photograph that you create here, please make sure that you are either scanning your artwork or you're taking a level picture so your artwork is level and you don't have any distortion in your door. So we don't want them to be skewed at the top or bottom, right? So I'm going to go on over here to Adobe Draw. So you can see I've already got an image layer here. Let me just show you how to do this again. So I'm going to delete this layer so you can see me do it here. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to exit out of this and start a new project. All right. So when you go into Adobe Draw, you want to hit the plus to start a new project, and you get to choose your format. For this particular piece, I would say the Android tablet landscape would be a good choice since I'm working on Chromebook. All right. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to plus, and I'm going to add an image layer. and I will add my image from my gallery. My downloads here. There's my door artwork. You can add this from your Drive as well. So if you take your picture and save it to Drive, that's a good way to do it. You can take it with your Chromebook too, but you know, again, you want to make sure you get a nice level picture. And I find that very difficult to do with my Chromebook. So you can also scan it. Any way works. So I can enlarge it here to make it as large as it will be on my drawing board, as large as it can be on my drawing board. There we go. And then when I'm done, I just hit the check and that takes me back. Okay, so I'm going to make my layers visible again over here. So now I've got an image layer on the bottom. I am going to just use this as a background to work over. So I'm not going to draw anything else directly onto this image layer. So any drawing I want to do is going to come on the layers above. So all right, so I've got my image layer in. Before I start drawing on top of it, I want to drop my opacity level down so I can just see it a little bit. So I might set it, you know, so I can just kind of see it. The next thing I'm going to do is go over here and add a draw layer. And this is going to be where I put my line work. I might create another draw layer for each color. So this first draw layer could be for my line work, and the next draw layer could be for, you know, my yellow. The next for my gray, the next for my black, and so on and so on. So if I'm at this first layer, this is my draw layer, and it is my my outline. I'm going to go to, if I want to do a black outline, of course you don't have to do a black outline. There's no reason you do. I'm going to scale my brush down a little bit so that I can draw with it without any trouble. I can also zoom into my artwork so I can see it a little bit more clearly. I am using the stylus. Ooh, that line is a little bit thick, so I'm going to bring it down some. There we go. This might still be a little thicker than I actually want, but I just want you guys to see an idea of how to get started here. Can zoom out a little bit and see, yeah, I think that's a little thicker than I want. So let me just go ahead and, okay. That's the good thing about digital artwork is you can play around with it until you know, like it. So I'm going to scale it down some more. Ah, yes, there's the line I want. I'm trying to use the stylus tool, but my computer's open right now instead of like a tablet, so it's a little bit harder. For me to get the exact mark I want. All right, so there's my line. So I could outline this whole piece, go through and just really outline until I am satisfied with the drawing. Let's see. Might take you a couple times if you're like me to get a line that you like, and that's fine. Okay, good. So I've got that done. I can pinch and zoom out and find my drawing again here. I do have a layer with a sketch on it, part of a sketch. Maybe if I wanted to add some color, I'm going to come up to another layer. Let's see, let's choose a different brush. I'm going to choose a gold color. And I am turning it up so it's more opaque. All right, there we go. So now I am on the layer above my paper airplane. So if I were to draw here where the paper airplane is right now, since I'm above it, it's going to be coloring above it. But if I go back down here and I move this color layer under, sorry, it's being difficult. There we go. You're going to see that color pops right forward. Let me add another layer here, another drawing layer. There we go. And this time, I'm going to move it below the current layer that I'm on. There we go. And I'm going to change my color. And I'm going to change it to white. And I'm going to change my brush size, bring that down a little bit. My brush size is a little bit large for what I just tried to do. That's okay. I see what I did. The good thing, you know, about digital artwork again is if you mess something up a little bit, you can go back and fix it. All right, there we go. That's what I want. I feel like this is still a little on the big side. So I might bring this down. There we go. And some art styles have a little bit of a bleed over on the edges. But if I decide it's not something I want, again, I can always go back to my eraser and clean up my edges with an eraser. There we go. All right. So it takes a little practice and revision. And that's fine. That's what art is all about, is practice and revision to get the edge the way that you want it to be. All right, so I'm going to zoom out here. So now I've got just like a little spot that's got an outline, and I've got two different colors layered on top of each other. You know, when you're painting, my biggest advice to you, definitely put all your line work on a different layer. I think it is good practice, in my experience, to put your colors on different layers, because you can switch around their order if you need to. You can also erase through one color and not have to erase the whole thing. So anyway, that is how you add some color to your digital work, and how you might use a photo to draw on top of. Obviously, I've got a lot left to do. When I'm ready to share my file, I just go to the up arrow here, and I can share it. I can send it to save it to Drive, and that's what I would like you guys to do. Make sure you save it to Drive. All right, so I hope that helps you get started on your digital art project, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with for the door competition.